Alright, the second ninja level 45 quest is called the Crow Nose. Given to us by Oboro, exactly where we left off from the Tough Guys quest that I just made a video for and posted. The very northernmost part of Middle Lenosha. Here we go. You have now learned Jin, the final Mudra that I can impart to you. Combine it with the Mudra you have already mastered, and you will find 4 new ninjutsu techniques available to you. Time is short, so listen well. The first is hideout, Ice Release. Form 10 Jin or Chi Jin. The energies you summon will be channeled into a glacial flow. Second is Huton, Wind Release. Form Jin Chi 10 or Chi Jin 10. The winds will gather and swirl around you. I think that's the earth one. No, it says wind. I don't know. Whatever. Third is Doton, Earth Release. Form 10 Jin Chi or Jin 10 Chi. The earth itself will move at your will. That's the 18-second like AoE dot. I mean, it only does the damage to targets that are in it during those 18 seconds, you know, but it's 80 potency for 18 seconds. I think the damage ticks every, I want to say 3 seconds, but it feels like that's too long. I'll have to test it. We'll see. Finally, there is Suiton, Release of Water. Form 10 Chi Jin or Chi 10 Jin. Water will course and flow through you. As for how each technique will avail you, I trust you will learn on the field of battle. Now let us hurry. Tsubame is in danger. He goes running to the north. I will, of course, teleport to Wineport. Okay, so once again, I did this in the final part of the last video, but the new ones that I have, Hideout does 350 ice damage at range, 25 yalms, and binds for 15 seconds. Probably not going to use that a whole lot, but I think there are cases where it is useful. And that is a 2 Mudra, starting with either 10 or Chi, ending in my new Mudra Jin. So 2 only. So 2 has to end in Jin. That's kind of how these work. Huton, 240 AoE wind damage, 20 yalm range, but it does wind damage to the target and targets nearby it. Grants the use of actions that require hidden for 20 seconds without actually being hidden, which I think means I can use Trick Attack. I don't know if it allows me to use Hide, as if it does, it allows me to, every 20 seconds, because that's the recast time of Hide, I could, in fact, get 2 more uses of Mudra. But I don't, that's how it kind of used to work before they made the attack speed buff passive rather than part of your ninjutsu rotation. But I don't know. Doton is the earth thing where it does the 18 seconds of 80 potency AoE. Also imparts heavy, 40% heavy on any targets in the area. And then Suiton, single target, 500 potency, water damage, and then gives the same thing that Huton does, where it gives access to abilities that require hidden. What this does to my rotation, I actually don't know yet, because it changed things from last time. From the last time I played Ninja at these levels. So, not sure yet. I think I'm still probably going to be doing Raiton for maximum single target damage, but every minute I'll probably either be doing Suiton instead for single target, just to give me access to Hide, to give me Trick Attack, which does 300 potency damage, 400 if it's from the rear, but also increases the damage I deal to that target by 10% for 15 seconds. I think that's the big change. I think if I'm in AoE situations, it's more likely I'm gonna do. God, it all depends on whether or not I can use hide while under the effect of Shadow Walker. I don't know, but Dote. If I'm not in a situation where I need if I need the use of hide or blah blah, I'll probably use Doton if the enemy is static, like they're not moving out of that circle that I create. Otherwise, Catan is still better AoE damage. Catan is 350 in an AoE. Huton is only 240, but it gives the hide thing. Doton followed up with Catan would probably be the best only if the enemy is going to stay still. And enemies probably is a better way to put that. Anyway, we've left Tsubame hanging long enough. Sorry. What is my next? Hold on. It's now. It is now. I had half an apple, a Granny Smith apple, which I cut into slices, and believe it or not, I dip those slices into cottage cheese. And it's delicious. My parents visited Nashville not too long ago, like a week and a half ago, something like that. And I mentioned this to my mom. I was like, hey, I mentioned it to both of them, like, which one of you is the reason that I like cottage cheese and applesauce? And it turned out it was from my mom's side of the family. And then I was like, hey, just to let you know, sometimes my dinner is half a Granny Smith apple, and I cut into slices, and I dip it in the cottage cheese, and it's amazing. If you've never tried applesauce and cottage cheese, I suggest it. Although applesauce tends to have a fair amount of sugar added, so just you can go straight to the source and have slices of apple and dip it in the cottage cheese. Do not get low fat. Usually they make low fat taste good by adding sugar, so just get regular. I get small curd, just from Walmart. Just small curd cottage cheese. You can get large curd if you want, but I don't see the point in that. But it's kind of a way to get your sugar without getting like a lot of sugar, you know what I'm saying? Healthy sugar. And then obviously if you do organic, which I do not, you probably should, but if you do organic, you avoid the pesticides and all that shit. So Oboro is outside of the storehouse, where he's usually inside of when we get a quest from him. Bayakubu is one hand down, one knee down in the universal, like, I need some time to recover stance. There are 3 shurikens buried into the steps and the landing leading up to his perch as the guard of the door. And we talked to Oboro to continue the quest. I'm sorry for all the diversions and whatever. I'm sorry. Everything takes longer with me because I talk sometimes. You guys are the only people I talk to every day. That's not true. Oh, there's another shuriken buried into one of the pillars over here too. And one in the barrel over here, and one in the door. Okay, so there's 5 total that I can see. Shuriken, a battle was fought here. I hear no sounds from within. Tsubame must be here, somewhere. Bayakubu has lost his words from the shock. He can tell us nothing. Come, we must find Tsubame, and quickly. Okay, let me write something down here. Sorry, I want to get this right. I was searching. Okay, so if I do want to use ninja, I don't have ninja written down here. Ninja, single target, 1-2 lightning, or if I need the stealthy thingy, I would go. Okay, so 800, it would be 10 sec. 10 10 ticks. I'm probably not getting 10 ticks. Let's say I get 6. 6 times 8 is 4. That's still not better. I don't see why I would ever use Doton on a single target. And Huton, again, I don't really know why I would. I don't know why I would ever really use Huton to get that, unless I can. Okay, I don't know, whatever. But I just want to end in Jin for that, so it would be. Need hidden. 1, 2, 3, or 2, 1, 3. As long as I end in Jin, which is my 3. For AoE, we would still do 2, 1. Fire. Or need hidden. For whatever reason. I don't know why. It would be Huton. So end in 10. So that is 3, 2, 1. Or 2, 3, 1. And then Earth, AoE, DOT is Doton, which ends in Chi. So 1, 3, 2 or 3, 1, 2. Probably not going to remember that stuff. I might just stick with whatever, but okay. We head south. Hop on our black chocobo. We did get head. The head wasn't as good as what I had equipped as far as armor class goes. I actually lost 20 defense and 20 magic defense, but I did gain enough dexterity, crit, and direct hit rate. Like it felt worth it to me. But I will be taking more damage. Although the other pieces of gear that I got were defense increases, so we'll see. Okay, we got Tsubame. It's gonna start an event. Level capped at 49, I'd guess. 49, yep. She's one hand down, one knee down. Tsubame, says Oboro, running up. It is but a flesh wound. Oh, Oboro, look out! Come now, little swallow, say that it hurts. Is that you were scared? Tell the dim one how I took great pains to see that you were fully awake for every moment of agony and terror. Karasu, obviously, walks up. Karasu, this time you go too far. Yes, those are the eyes I wanted to see. Let the anger, the hatred burn away any spot of doubt that remains in your heart. Oops. The fire in your eyes, resolve born from the all-consuming flames of rage and passion. The look in your eyes that day, when you looked on as your friends, your countrymen were massacred, powerless to end the slaughter. Be silent, be silent, be silent, be silent! Tsubame, stand back. I shall slice this crow's tongue, then tear him limb from limb with my bare hands. Such pure, unadulterated malice. Finally, you are an adversary worthy of my blade. The true shinobi, ever calm, dutiful to his master, presence of mind. Yes, the first few times we met, you fought with all the passion of a Mokujin. Today you stand before me as a man. You wanted a battle, and today you shall have one. No retreat, no reprieve. The defeated shall die like a dog. And the victor? The victor's tale will continue for another day. And we go. This trembling, my heart will know no peace until you're gone from the world. This world. Sorry. Shit, I forgot. But I'll do look angry too. Maybe because I clipped your pretty swallow's wing. Okay, now we got 3 ninjas and Karasa. Come on, pet, it is feeding time. Oh, we got some Mudra summoning is both very impressive. That magic circle must be there was a magic circle, kind of like pink and purple motif. Check it out. It was summoning. What? Okay, hold on. Okay, Shadow Bat, give me a second here. Again? I don't want to see what's coming. Destroy that circle quickly. I think I have to keep Oboro alive too. At least taking the bats away from him. Like getting him off his butt. There are 2 circles. They're saying. I'm sorry. Crit on that. Awesome. Yeah, probably with those. Cool. Duty complete. One last lightning. Why is my phone freaking out at me like I touched it? Karasu is down next to a bridge. One of those like bridges that's a rope bridge with wooden panels as the pathway. Karasu Redbeak. Sorry, Oboro says, Karasu Redbeak, in the name of our elders, I take your life as divine retribution for your crimes. Your blood-stained beak will feast on the innocent no more. Karasu's sitting on the ground, looking down. Does he truly believe those words? Oh yes, this beak is stained with blood. This I do not deny, but I am not the leader of this murderous flock. Oboro crosses his arms. I tire of your riddles, Redbeak. Give me one reason why I should not separate your head from your shoulders. Oh dear, what a pickle I'd find myself in. Now how can I put this in terms even the dim one can understand? I am not the traitor you seek. He is not I, and I am not he. You believe I was the only one who fled Doma? Are you sure? Absolutely certain? Did you see the bodies, the faces of all your brothers who fell that day? He claps. Think, think, think. I know it is not a strength of yours, but surely you remember one body maimed so badly that only the possessions could identify the man, and the face. Could it even be called a face? Naught but shattered bone and shredded flesh remained where once had been the proud features of... He pauses for effect, and Oboro's thinking. Karasu grins. You lie! One more word, one more twisted, deceitful word, Redbeak, and I will... And Karasu laughs. Oh, Oboro, poor, sweet, stupid Oboro. How long will you continue to deceive yourself? You lie, Redbeak, as you always have. Did betraying our homeland not sate your thirst for treachery, that now you must drag our master's name through the mud? Answer me this, then. If you were not the traitor, then why did you flee the village that day? Karasu kind of looks up and to the left from his seated position. How often have I asked myself the same? Oh, how simpler things would have been had I been as naive as you. But the circumstances of Master Gekai's death did not sit well with me. I left the village looking for answers and found something far more interesting. Our master himself, alive and well. In an instant, his hand was at my mouth and his blade at my neck. A simple choice he gave me. Follow him and live, refuse and die. I would like to say I weighed my decision heavily, but the answer really was quite clear. Death is so final, after all, while life, even a life spent as an imperial spy, holds so many opportunities. What's the matter, dim one? And do you still find my tale hard to swallow? Oh, you believe me, believe as you will. Redemption means little to a dead man. You are going to kill me, yes? That is your mission, after all. Sworn in the sight of the elders, tradition and custom, and so on and so forth. Candlekeep Quay, when the time is right, he will come, and all will be revealed. I just thought I'd tell the one who's shown herself capable of listening to reason, he says to me. He stands, still looking down. The lights grow dim, the sun turns black in the sky. Our hero fought bravely even, but his chapter in this grand mummery has come to a close. Summoning his last breaths, our hero speaks. He starts backing up to the bridge, step by step, slowly. Hasn't reached the bridge yet, though. Gives a shrug. Just promise me this, Oboro. Whatever your mission, should you fail, just don't go off dying. I know how fond you are of tradition, but this is a new era, and we are not our ancestors. Besides, such an end just wouldn't become a solemn youth like yourself. So live, and leave the dying to those who can do it in style. Yes, I may not have been the hero I thought I was, nor the villain you would have me be, but from beginning to end, I was me. And there is nothing I would rather be. Farewell, cruel world, and good bloody riddance. He gives a smile, his eyes narrow, kind of faints at Oboro. Oboro says, "Wait, Karasu!" And he runs at Karasu, goes on his hands like a gymnast, pushes himself up, like basically jumps with his arms, launches himself into the air, and explodes. We see a single bat witness this event and go flying away. I know that ninjas in Final Fantasy XI could explode. I do not recall them being able to do that in this game, at least not at this level. What can all this mean? Says Oboro. We talk to Oboro to continue the quest, not complete it, continue. Karasu is dead, our mission complete, yet you will forgive me if I'm unsure how to feel about this turn of events. In any event, there is nothing more to be done here. Tsubame is wounded. Let us bring her home. Tsubame needs my help this day. We mount up and fly to the north, to the storehouse. Talk to Byakubu, who was back on his feet. When last we met, I was not myself. Pray forgive me. Master Oboro waits since I don't remember what you said that was not you, so you're forgiven for things I didn't know you did? And we talk to Oboro inside here. Tsubame is standing in a corner, seemingly fine. But Oboro finishes the quest for us. The mission that brought me to Eorzea is complete. Once Tsubame's wounds heal, we have no reason to sojourn further in these lands. And yet, if Karasu spoke true, no, it simply cannot be. We get 11880 experience points. The Crow Nose is complete. And this video is complete. And I will see you whenever for the next video that I make. Probably not tonight. But yeah, I'm going to do a lot of leveling in my downtime here. But I'll see you guys next time.